Niko Mala, and there's something amazing happening hapa Mala. Before I tell you what I have planned for you, kuja kwanza tuonje nyama. Masai. Nafaa unatukatia kitu hapa tunasikia vile iko.
Wewe.
Amazing. Now, I have an amazing group I want to introduce to you today. Come with me. How are you, Chairman?
Fine, my brother. How are you?
I am very fine.
Welcome.
Naona mko na mazuri hapa.
Hapa tunaendelea na kujifurahisha, nice. Yes.
Now, mnafanya nini hapa Mala?
My friend, hapa ni investment. Yeah, we are here for investment, land buying and investing. Yes.
Yeah, we are called BIG, meaning Billionaire Investment Group. It's a chama, 10 members, and we have invested the Fanaka to purchase this. These are 100 by 100 plots. Penye tuko hapa ni yetu.
That is amazing. There's something we may mention about you being a group, you having invested in a commercial place. Because maybe to give introduction to this area, it's one of the fastest growing area, Yamala. And this is a commercial investment. So I want you to take us through this journey. One, how did you guys decide to come up as a chama to join hands to purchase and invest in a commercial group?
So I'm the chairperson of the group. My name is Joseph Kuda. We are a group of 10 guys. And the good thing about our investment group is that it's gender balanced. We are 5 gentlemen and 5 ladies. We are professionals, all of us are in working, but we came together as a part of strengthening each other to be able to invest. And we started a group back in 2019. The advent of the COVID-19 is when we came together as a group and decided to start something as a, because we realized perhaps in our professional ways that may not be possible to take us where we want to be, and therefore we decided to start something. And the BIG, or the Billionaires Investment, kicked off, where we contribute on a monthly basis. Membership, we registered the group, we have a chama wing, and then we have a company wing. And in the process now, we started looking for opportunities. We've been contributing from 2019. We first of all created a pool of funds, and then we continued for like 1 year or so, and we realized now we had some money. And then we went around shopping, looking for places where, because of course we wanted to start with land, because that was our first investment. We thought maybe that would be our starting off. And we decided to look for a reputable organization, because we know out here there are so many marketeers, people who deal with the land investment and everything. And in the process of searching here and there, we landed at Fanaka. Of course, there were references from what we were able to see on the Mintia, our friends and all that. And we checked the company, we checked the background, and we realized this could be the best opportunity for us to start off. And so with our due diligence, we came in and we engaged you as the Fanaka team. And we ended up with this plot of land in Mala. Is one of the fastest growing. You had an opportunity, of course, within this place, and we thought it's a place we can start off. So we end this arrangement with you guys. You're allowed to pay. We pay the down payment and also the investment, the installment. And finally, we finished, and we are here today celebrating the Customer Service Week today, where also as part of your, I think, corporate social responsibility, you come back to give back and see where the group that you really, we will say supporting, because were it not for investment way, then we will not be here. Because it's not always that you have the entire amount with you. You have to start somewhere, but you worked with us the journey. We are able to do the initial deposit, and we cleared the balance in installment. And I think we are happy, and we appreciate you coming back to us as during the Customer Service Week.
Even recognizing us.
And recognizing the BIG investment. The group is very stable. And of course, we are still looking for more piece of land to buy and all.
Commercial.
Nowhere else apart from Fanaka.
That's a good one. I think we'll come back to the constitution of the chama, how maybe you guys are constituted, and I think that's a success story for most of the chamas that we have. But before we get there, I'd want maybe to understand the person viewing this, because that is for their interest, why land as an investment?
The first question is why land, and I want to answer in a very brief way. Why land? Land does not have an operational cost. We don't have someone to look for the land. We don't have someone to be going around and checking whether the land is there or not. And that is what inspired us, because majority of us are very busy
Yeah.
doing our own businesses attached to other areas, and we are committed every single day. So the only investment that can give us a leeway whereby we can be growing our money when no one is really there physically, it was land.
Exactly.
Because we don't need someone there physically. We just need to have our well-demarcated beacons, and we know our land where it is, and land appreciates. So as we continue every single year, our land goes up, and no one is there to make sure that it appreciates. Additionally, we know Fanaka looks at places of land whereby it's very convenient, attractive, and every single buyer will be very interested to buy. Like the places that we have, that we can tell that it's just a few meters from the main road.
Kangondo Road.
So once we came across this deal, we said, okay, fine. In the next 4 years or 5 years, we don't need to look for the land. We don't need to do anything for the land. It is already appreciated, and you can tell for the surrounding areas that development has really taken place in the last 5 years. You can't compare it today. And for the chama, that is how we ended up having a vision whereby we want to land. Because all of us, we are committed, all of us, we have different assignments every single day, and no one is there every single day to look for maybe to have this running course and so forth. And therefore, land is the ultimate best fit for us as a chama.
I think that's an amazing feedback. If we're talking about 2019 and we are in 2024, that's about 5 years. I like the bit where you've talked about having a number of team members or chama members. That is something insightful. But then I would want to understand, for most of the chamas that maybe we've seen or we've seen engaging, most do not go past 2 years. And then there is a lot of wrangle in terms of, do we invest in this one? In terms of split decision. How are you guys able to come up and say, as a chama, this is the direction we are going, and then have everyone pull to that direction? I'd want maybe to understand more on that.
Let me tell you, don't do a mistake of forming a chama of people who don't have same or common objective. You'll fail. Form a chama with members of shared objectives. Like, we want to do A, B, C, D, and all of you are in concurrence with that decision. The problem people do, they form a chama because I know you, kuja. And 2 years later, like, I can't do, and it collapses. So don't form a chama because you are my friend. Form a chama because we share the vision, we share the future, we share the outcome, we share what we want with our chama.
There's something interesting that came out from the discussion that we're having in terms of maybe the general formation of your chama. I've heard you say you also have an incorporated company.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not only a self-help,
Yeah.
but also a company.
Limited by shares.
Limited by shares. Would you be kind to enlighten us more on that?
I think you realize in terms of the self-help groups, there are limitations, like you just mentioned, that there's not so much you can do as a self-help group. Of course, we understand even for the government, most of the time they are really supporting the self-help groups. But then we realized we wanted to get also into business, into income generating. And you realize when you're transacting, a self-help group it's not an entity that can do business. It has to be a company. Maybe the other one, you can talk about this other project that you can, I don't know how to call them, but then for you to trade in, then you need to have a company. So we decided not that we handed the self-help group, it is there, it's registered. So we have the self-help group that is registered, and we have a company that is also registered. So we have these two components, and each of them is distinct in whatever we are doing. We realize for the land, the title is in the name of the company, not in the self-help group, because also I think, I don't know whether they are the laws of the country. I don't think as a self-help group whether it's possible to own land in a title, or you hold the title in trust. Yeah, but then the company, you are allowed to, now the company can own the land. So that's why we decided to opt that way. Of course, like you mentioned, we also need to diversify our portfolio in terms of what we're doing, and we may not just focus on the issues of self-help group. Yes, so that's why we decided to have a wing for.
Oh, that's a good one. I think for our viewers, that's a different line of conversation in terms of company and chamas. It's a discussion we would want to engage. So if you want such kind of things, I think it's just prudent. You can leave a comment with us, and during off time, we'll try and make a lot of content in terms of the constitution of a company and the chama, all those. And it's good to also understand that a company is a legal person.
Yes.
The same way a person can own land on their name, a company can do the same. A self-help group cannot. And it's a good thing you mentioned there that they just own on behalf or in trust. That's a different conversation we can have. I'm liking the conversation. I'm liking the fact that as a group, you have an objective. As a group, it's an objective that is driven from all the members around. So I'd want to us now pitch to Fanaka in terms of, as BIG, we know we want to buy land. How did you guys end up with Fanaka? And now say we are going to buy this land from Fanaka.
Land buying sometimes has a lot of scams, and you can lose a lot of money.
True.
You can be frustrated, you can go to depression. And without proper due diligence, the person we're dealing with, the parcel of land you want to purchase, it can be a nightmare, it can be disastrous, it can really put you somewhere that it takes years to recover. Personally, when we wanted to buy a land as a group, I came across Fanaka, and one of the things that I wanted to do is that do they have a physical location? Are they registered?
Yeah.
Do they have testimonials from other people? Do they have reviews even in the internet and everywhere? Do they have someone who can talk positive about them? And I did my due diligence about Fanaka. And then number two, I met someone, an employee of Fanaka, and then I had to have a one-on-one conversation. That how does Fanaka work? Where do you have land? Where have you bought and so forth? And by the time I was selling Fanaka to the group, I knew that I have done my due diligence. It's a company that has an office. It's a company that has individuals that we can trace where they are. It's a company that we know the land they have bought, several lands that they have bought. And then I told the guys like, well, as a group we can end up with this organization. It's a company that is well known in this area we can trust them with our money. And after all that due diligence, I talked to the group and they agreed, yes, why can we give it a try? Then we went to Fanaka and here we are. Yeah. Eventually we bought land from Fanaka, very good terms of payment, and when after all that was done, then we have that individual, other than even engaging them as a company, I've also engaged them as an individual on a personal level, and I've gotten a very good service from them, and I can attest that I've never gotten disappointment. Sometimes the deadline for the repayment of your installment that you are supposed to clear the land, you say, oh, you guys give me an extra 2 months, I'll clear. No pressure. You don't need to panic. And eventually, it's a preferred partner in terms of buying land and investing in land.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate the endorsement, because what you guys are doing is actually an endorsement. We really appreciate that the fact that you guys enjoyed our service and are willing to actually refer other people to us. We don't take it lightly that you took the opportunity with us. We were able to facilitate your investment journey in real estate, and we love the conversation that as a group we wish you all the best, and that is why we are having this discussion here today, so that someone else would actually look at you and not just admire the fact that you've invested in a group, but you have a group that is running well, that is running efficiently, that has a lot of objective, and it's to the benefit of their members. If anything of anyone is to pick something from this, they need to pick those 3 things that we've talked about. Number 1, when you're coming together as a group, the objective is really important. The discipline to be committed in the objectives that you've actually set yourself in achieving is really important. I like the fact that you talked about the fact that I'm giving money, I need to see a lot of return.
Yes.
I think I found that to be very profound, and it's something I'd be willing to share with the other guys. I can tell, I really do not need to ask how you guys are feeling. The fact that we are having these engagements in your land, bila kuogopa mtu yoyote. I think it's like you guys, I'm hosting you at your place. I really like that. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Asanteni sana for your time. We don't take it lightly. And happy customer service week to you.
Thank you, Bana.
Yes.
Dan, thank you very much.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Fanaka Real Estate, your ideal real estate partner.